Hey guys, I'm Kevin and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to share 5 reasons why it's important for you to learn songs. There's a lot of different paths that you can take in learning ukulele, but I really feel like from being a teacher for as long as I have that learning songs is really the most important thing you can do, and I'm going to give you 5 reasons why. So let's dive in. The first, and what I believe to be one of the most important reasons to learn songs, is for acquiring new chords. So throughout this video, I'm going to use a song called All My Loving by the Beatles as an example, as it has a lot of different chords with a consistent strumming pattern. So I'm going to play you the verse of All My Loving and just check out how many different chords there are just in this one section alone. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's take a look at how many different chords I played in just one section. Now granted, the Beatles were a little different animal when it comes to writing songs, but this is a great example of how many chords you could actually learn just by playing one section of a Beatles song. We started off here with D minor, which is a minor chord. You have G7, a dominant 7th chord. You have C, which is a major chord. You have A minor, so you have another minor chord. F, back to D minor. You even get a bar chord, B flat, and then back to G7. So I lost count of how many chords that is, but for the example, the amount of chords that you acquired, if you were just to spend time learning that section of a song because you liked the Beatles and you liked the song, you would have just acquired a whole bunch of chords for your palette. Now, the cool thing about that is you don't just use those chords for this song. You now have those chords and those chord changes for future songs. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that in Part 2. The second reason to learn songs is to learn about key signatures. Now, when we played through the chords of All My Loving, we played through D minor, G7, C, A minor, F. All of those chords exist within a key. Now, a key is just a group of notes, which is also a group of chords. So, in this case, the song is in the key of C. So all of the chords that exist are going to be in that key. So for example here, let's go through the key of C and the chords that exist within the key of C. We have C major as our 1 chord. Our 2 chord is D minor. Our 3 chord is E minor. Our 4 chord is F. Our 5 chord is G or G7. Our 6 chord is A minor. Our 7th chord is B diminished, and then we have C. So, what's cool about that is, if you learn a song in the key of C, and you've learned a bunch of chords from the key of C, you can now translate that to other songs that are in the key of C. So there's lots of other songs out there, hundreds and thousands of songs that are written in the key of C, but because you learned a song, you acquired a bunch of chords, you acquired a key, now you're set up to learn more songs in the key of C. And when you want to move on from the key of C, you can find songs and look them up by, I want to learn a song in the key of D or the key of A. And from there, you'll learn a whole new set of chords that are not in the key of C. So just by learning the chords, a key signature, you've set yourself up to learn an abundance of songs, and now to move forward, you can play a lot of different things. So number 2 is you are learning a key signature from the chords that you've learned from a song. If you're digging the sound of my uke, head over to AllForUke.com/shop. You can have a Kala ukulele for yourself. When you buy your Kala ukulele through AllForUke, you're supporting us, and we really appreciate it. Make sure you check it out. Concerts, sopranos, tenors, baritones, a wide selection of accessories, capos, and more. All for you, AllForUke.com/shop. The third valuable component that we derive from learning songs is relating to rhythm. So we've talked about key signatures, we've talked about chords, but when you learn a song, you have to strum it or finger pick. So in that case, you're now acquiring another skill that you don't necessarily acquire if you're just noodling around with chords. So in the case of All My Loving, the strumming pattern that we looked at was down, 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 up, down, up. Now, without diving too far into that, I'll tell you that this pattern is in the 4/4 time signature. So not only are you learning a strumming pattern, but you're learning about time signatures as well. So you're getting another piece of information that's going to help you going forward as you learn other songs. So if you learn the pattern down, 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 up, you could take that and apply it to a different song that's also in 4/4. So there's a lot to come from that. Now, in addition to that, let's say you just wanted to tinker around with finger picking. Well, you could take that same chord progression from All My Loving, and if you know a finger picking pattern like the Travis pattern, you could play that same chord sequence. Now obviously that's different, it's going to sound different than the song, but you could practice finger picking with the same chords and you're learning something in 4/4. So the rhythmic side of things is very important, and again, just like chords and key signatures, it's something that you can take with you as you learn more songs. The fourth reason to learn songs is that you can really choose your own adventure based on genre, based on style. You could go anywhere from rock and roll to traditional Hawaiian songs, jazz. Whatever your interest is, songs are out there for you to learn. Now, I'm not saying dive into the most challenging type of style first, but if you are playing for a while and you've said, oh, you know, I've played Beatles songs, I've played classic rock, but I'm starting to get a little more interested in jazz. Well, guess what? There's thousands of jazz songs out there that you can dive into and start learning about new chords, new strumming patterns, different time signatures. They all offer different components, and I think it's really cool because you can jump around and it all kind of adds to your musical palette. You can spend a little time in jazz, you could spend a little time in Latin music. People come from all over the world from different styles of musics and different cultures, so whatever you're feeling you can gravitate towards, and all of those different styles offer different techniques, different chord sequences, lots of different stuff for you to soak up. And again, just like I've said in each of these other ones, you'll take it with you going forward as you continue to build your musicality and your palette as a player. Number 5, and what I really find to be the most important aspect of this, is fun. Learning songs is a lot of fun. Playing scales, not very fun. Learning about music theory, not fun for most people. Learning how to play your favorite song, getting that dopamine hit and that gratification when you can play the song that you've been listening to your whole life. You can show somebody that you played a song. That's fun. I do that for a living. It's always fun. And the cool thing is no matter what, when you sit down and play, you want to enjoy what you're doing, because when you're enjoying it, it gives you that little encouragement to keep going. And as you learn a song, you can listen back to the song and go, hey, what I'm playing actually kind of sounds like the recording that I'm listening to. So it really gives you a way of checking your work and checking your progress. You know, sitting around playing scales and just playing through chords, you don't always have that. But I know in my experience, when I was first learning how to play guitar, you know, when I was first able to get through those couple of chords and it started sounding like the song I was learning, it just made me want to practice more. And ultimately, at the end of the day, if you're having fun and you want to sit down with your instrument, you're going to get better, and you're going to get better faster. So, to sum this all up, learning songs is fun. You're going to acquire chords, strumming patterns, key signatures, music theory aspects. All of this goes into you as a player, and moving forward, you want to have fun and you want to enjoy what you're doing. That's all going to come out in your playing. So, take some time. Pick a song that you love. See if the chords are, you know, in your wheelhouse. Try something that's basic to start. You know, if you whip through it, hey, pick something that's a little more challenging. If you're into jazz, go find a jazz song, learn it. If you're into flamenco, you can go down that road. I'm going to put together a little guideline sheet here. You can download it for free from my website, AllForUke.com. It'll have a lot of this bullet points here for you guys to check out. And I'll also have a link to All My Loving, which is the song I talked a little bit about today. My name's Kevin. Thank you so much for learning with me. I look forward to seeing you at my next video. Take care. Meet me down by the seaside. We can howl at the moon rise. Watch as the tide strolls